So I laid out the most important benefits in here for a guy who is in the workings of improving his physical and mental health. He's maybe like working out, and he's like trying to improve his mental health by quitting any kind of bad habits and inserting new ones, and now having to fight with the old habits kicking back. And it's a hell of a big, difficult battle with yourself. And breathing like a king with a deep belly breathing, it will help this process to be a lot more easier for you. So you have been meditating every morning at least for 10 minutes when you close your eyes and you focus on your breath. And in this process, you become more calm, focused, relaxed, and in control of your feelings. But how do you breathe when you're doing your morning meditation? Are you breathing with your belly or are you breathing with your chest? Like this shallow, short way of breathing, and not the deep belly breathing when you fill up your tummy first and then the chest, and you feel yourself expanding and you want to open your arms, and you feel a little lightheaded, but the tremendous amount of energy comes afterwards. So breathing like a king is something that you can incorporate into your morning meditations, but you will focus on breathing with your belly. And now just imagine for a moment, how will a wise, powerful, just, and smart king, how will he breathe? The king who is proud in his stance, the king who has open body language to better gain the trust of the others, the king who laughs wholeheartedly at the jokes of his jester, the king who speaks loudly with conviction, and a king who commands and gives orders to his men based on his experience and skills with a touch of great inner power in them. How will this king breathe? Will he be like this hunched over, closed up body language and only shallow, short chest breathing? Almost like this scared position of not wanting to be heard or to be seen by the others. No. He will breathe loudly as ever he damn well pleases because he's not scared of expressing himself. And he doesn't have any kind of a limiting set of beliefs inside of him that affects his body language in a subconscious way. He will breathe deeply with his belly as his belly will expand so much that the buttons will fly off from his clothes. Because deep belly breathing enriches you with so much more oxygen. It gives you so much more mental clarity and sharpness that is just very useful for a king to make everyday big decisions that a king has to make. And trying this out for myself for a couple of weeks and now doing this forever, I noticed the immediate effects that it has on my mental and physical well-being. You know the feeling of this when you have this sleepy eyes, you feel like your eyes just want to close. You feel so tired in your eyes that you just need some rest and you want to go to sleep. Generally, you'll feel like exhausted and tired. You don't want to take on any new tasks. You just want to chill out or go to sleep. Sometimes the coffee will not help. Sometimes the other supplements will also not help. But when you do the deep belly breathing exercise in every morning when you meditate, you will feel different. You will feel like you could shoot lasers out of your eyes. You feel like this. You feel this flaming, burning energy behind your eyes. You will feel so much more powerful and sharp, and you can take on any challenge that life throws at you. It's like when you followed your perfect bedtime routine. You didn't eat at least 3 hours before bed. You slept at least 8 to 9 hours, and now you wake up fully refreshed and ready to take on the day. Because you feel energized and you don't have this tired feeling behind your eyes. That's the same feeling that a deep belly breathing for at least 10 minutes will give you. So as I mentioned a little bit before, you can improve your physical and mental well-being greatly by just doing deep belly breathing exercises in every morning for at least 10 to 15 minutes. So the practice of deep belly breathing exercise have existed with us for at least 2,000 years. So I laid out the most important benefits in here for a guy who is in the workings of improving his physical and mental health. He's maybe like working out, and he's like trying to improve his mental health by quitting any kind of bad habits and inserting new ones, and now having to fight with the old habits kicking back. And it's a hell of a big, difficult battle with yourself. And breathing like a king with a deep belly breathing, it will help this process to be a lot more easier for you. And breathing like a king with a deep belly breathing will help you to win. It will help you to be at the top of your game because it will give you more clarity of a mind. You will get more energy because you feel so much more powerful because now you're breathing more deeply and with the full use of your lungs, you increase the amount of oxygen in your system, which means you'll burn more fuel in your body, which in terms gives you a lot more energy. It will help you to improve your posture because when you do deep belly breathing exercise, you will just naturally when you fill up your belly first, and you naturally just feel this expansion of your chest, and you want to expand your arms out so that you can fill up as much as air as you can into you, and that will help you to hold yourself better. You develop a better posture because now you open up your body language and you improve your posture because you're now naturally standing with your shoulders more back, your head more up. That is incredibly beneficial for your posture, right? So you will just naturally improve your posture just by. So you will naturally improve your posture by the deep belly breathing exercise because you fill yourself up with so much air that naturally your chest, your shoulders will expand. That helps you to hold yourself up for a better way in an open body language. And also your voice kind of becomes a much more richer and clear. I don't know the exact science of this, but I just feel like my voice is now much more rich and much more, maybe deep because of the amount of increased air that is now flowing through me, and it just helps with it. I just feel the increase of power in my voice. It will improve your lung functioning. Well, imagine how you breathe when you do this short chest breathing and not expanding your lungs fully, the lowest bottom of your tummy. By doing the deep belly breathing exercise, you're just now fully using the full capacity of your lungs, and you just get so much of this almost like this rocket fuel into your body that allows you to burn fuel more efficiently and you get more energy. You will just increase the amount of intake of air. When you learn how to use your lungs at your fullest, you will also increase the amount of intake of air. And that's how it works on enriching your body with much more air when you do the deep belly breathing exercise. It's a wonderful way to manage your stress even better and ground yourself even more, which results you being more calm and more in control with yourself. Because when you do deep belly breathing exercise, you'll go into this meditative state of total relax much more faster, and you will not let any kind of thoughts bother you, or they float around you and they would just disappear entirely. It's sort of like a ritual when you do this chest expansion with your arms and now closing back up when you exhale, and that's like your moment for yourself. You are completely present with yourself, but with the deep belly breathing exercise, it's even more better. Just try this out and see how much more better this is than the regular meditation with the shallow, short chest breathing. And finally, well, there is a lot more benefits, but what I wrote down in here is the last one is increased body to mind connection. Think about it. When you're highly stressed and anxious and nervous, it's more likely that you had this short breaths and your heart rate is also high. But when you choose to do the slow, deep belly breathing exercise, you're giving signals to your body to calm itself down. And that is the wonderful part of the stress management, and calming yourself down at will without the need of any kind of chemical or any kind of outer source of distractions, right? You can just do some deep belly breathing for 10 to 15 minutes and you force your body to calm itself down. But there is more. You will go from this close to shallow kind of breathing and posture to more open posture and more expressive way of breathing, and it just helps you to be more open and therefore more extroverted in personality, which helps you to feel more open, more extroverted, and more proud of yourself like a king. Try this out with me right now and see how easy it is to be more open and more expressive and more bigger and therefore more proud in your composure when you just do the deep belly breathing. Like when you inhale with the nose, fill up your belly first, fill it up with as much as air as you can, and then push the remainder into your chest and see how your body expands. You will see how your chest will raise more up, and you just naturally want to open your shoulders and your arms a bit more wider, and your head also might go a little bit back, and also, but it just stays more up, and you find yourself, and you notice yourself, your eyes are not at the ground, and you're not bent forwards, and your shoulders are not in the front. You're like deep belly breathing helps you to have more open and more expressive composure and the body language. So how to do it? Well, the general idea is just try to fill yourself up with as much as air as you can when you inhale. And when you empty yourself, when you exhale, try to empty yourself fully down to the last breath. When you like almost this like empty balloon, where you're like this empty balloon that has no air in it. And when you inhale, you're like this beach ball full of air almost coming to burst. So you will just want to find a comfy place to sit down, maybe on your bed, when you have a room around you where you can move your torso, where you can open up your arms. Close your eyes. You will inhale through your nose, and you fill up your belly first. You can try to put your hands on your belly also and just try to fill it up as much as air as you can in the first part. When you feel like it's filled up, then you will inhale more and now fill up your chest fully. Now you have this position of chest fully raised, head up, and arms expanded. Expanding your arms will also help you to fill yourself up with much more air, because you're sort of like stressing your shoulders and your chest to be more wide and to be more big, to fill it up with even more air. And you can just try to hold that air in for like a couple of seconds and then exhale. You will use your mouth or your nose. You will empty your chest first, empty it up as much as you can, and then you will empty your belly. It's almost like you feel your belly is like fully empty, and it's just like pushing back into your spine. And then you know it's fully empty. And then you repeat the process. You repeat the cycle. You do this for 10 to 15 minutes. And you can try to open your arms wide and raise your chest when you inhale, when you fill up your belly and your chest. And when you exhale, you will you can try to cross your arms and lower your chest to better help you to empty yourself fully. And that's the general idea of deep belly breathing. And that's it. This is how you increase your focus. This is how you increase your energy. This is how you improve your body language. This is how you become more extroverted, more proud, more expressive, just by incorporating deep belly breathing exercise into your morning meditation routine. If you're not meditating every morning at least 10 minutes, you better start fucking do this in the next day and see how your life is going to change for a lot better. Try this out. So we just urge you to try this out, incorporate into your morning meditations, and just do deep belly breathing and see how your life is getting much more better. So stay sharp, stay aware, and stay energized.